What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, my people, my lovely people? This is me, Julian Ehab from Note Sponge, with my very first top 10 summer fragrances. This list, guys, it was harder than I thought, because for my personality and for my taste, I tend to like heavier, darker, deeper fragrances, and I usually wear this even in the summer. I'm not so into freshies and like citruses and like really bland type of fragrances. I tend to like like more complex fragrances, if you guys know what I mean. So for this, it was like really hard for me to pick up a list that I would wear for the summertime, and it is wearable for you guys if you guys decided just to check any of those fragrances. So with that being said, let's just move on to my first honorable mention. And first honorable mention would be Dior Homme. This is the vintage version. I just love this one, guys. This is my signature scent pretty much. I wear it. This is my on-the-go fragrance, so I wear it pretty much all the time, and my work scent and pretty much everything. I wear it for any occasion. Super versatile, and just it smells great in my opinion. My second honorable mention would be L'Homme by YSL or Yves Saint Laurent. This is another super versatile fragrance for me. It's my second on-the-go fragrance. Those two fragrances pretty much always on a cabinet next to my bathroom. So when I'm on the go, I just pick one of those and I'm good to go. And those two are my two honorable mentions, and I'm running really low on them, and I'm definitely getting a new bottle because those are two staples in my collection that I will always have. With that being said, let's just move on to number 10. So number 10 probably would be a shock for a lot of you guys, but as I said, I tend to like heavier fragrances. So and this one, some people would say, hey, this is not a summer fragrance. I think it is, in my opinion. This is first of all Cooper Square. I just got this recently, like with a swap with my friend Anastasia Norman. Thank you again, Anastasia. She's very sweet, by the way. I just love this one, guys. It just I have been wearing it a lot lately, and it just works great even though in the heat. It is, if you see the notes in there, it's pretty, like, you would like really get surprised. Like, it's boozy, resinous and spicy. You would say, this is totally like a winter fragrance, but for some reason it just smells fresh. It's kind of smells, it's got like a barbershop feel into it, and this is pretty much that's how I feel every time I wear it, and I think it just would do just fine in the summertime. Especially, it lasts a long time, but it's not really projects like monstrous. It stays closer to the skin, so you will do just fine with it, in my opinion, and I just love it in the summertime. So this is my number 10. Let's just move on to my number 9. My number 9, I have a decant here. I got it from my friend Freddy Rivera like a while back. I think I did a first impressions video on it, and this is Tirrenco by Profumi del Forte. Tirrenco, to be honest with you guys, it is a weird scent. It is not for everybody, but I personally enjoy it. It is a super green, like, it smells like licorice, with the fennel in it, and aquati and salty in the same time. So it is super fresh but green in the same time. It lasts for a long time and projects really well, and I think it's just a perfect summer scent for the right guy. If you like those type of green aquatic salty fragrances, fresh salty fragrances, I think you'd like tirrenco. It is a great scent for the right person, but I can see that a lot of people would dislike it because it's just kind of weird in a way. So let's just move on to my number 8. My number 8, it is a staple again in my collection, and this is my mint balm. And this one I usually use it when it's like 90, 100, 110 degrees and up, and you feel like there's no oxygen in the air and you can even breathe when, because how hot it is. So I usually use roadster by Cartier to soothe me and just to fresh me up a little bit. It just the mint in it, it's got this soothing sensation or soothing feeling that once you put it on in your skin, it just, for some reason, it just kind of it's like you put in like a spearmint in your mouth and to freshen up your mouth, and it feels cold, and that's the same feeling I get with Cartier roadster. So I personally love it, and I always have it in my collection, and I just think this is a perfect summer scent when it's like really super hot and you need some refreshments. So let's just move on to number 7. My number 7, I have 2, but they're pretty much the same. One of them it's niche, and the other one it's designer or new, I don't know how do you call it. Anyway, my number 7, it's aventus. I have a decan here. I already sold my bottle, I don't really need much of it. And insurrection pure too. They pretty much smell the same. I like with, obviously aventus is more quality and it smells better, but you would get the same feeling. You know. But this one, I think like for 20 bucks you just can't beat that. Everybody knows aventus. Everybody is a big fan of aventus. The only downfall for me that I didn't really keep my aventus bottle, that it is super popular, like everybody wears it, and I just tend to like to be different and not smell like everybody else. So that's the only reason why I was happy with just a decan with aventus, and I just got myself insurrection pure too. So I usually wear it like when I go to gym and this, so because I really don't really care much about it. It is inexpensive, and it smells great, and it's fresh. So this is my number 7. Let's just move on to my number 6, and it is another decant. I got it from my I'm not sure, honestly, I forgot. It's either I got it from Freddie Rivera or from my buddy Jeffrey Hoare. So I forgot which one I got it from a while back. So it is Battito de Ali. Battito de Ali, it is a phenomenal scent, guys. It is strong, potent, it lasts for a long time, like all the profumum aromas, and like it is an African orange blossom with myrrh and vanilla. It's just done really well in my opinion. Even though it's got vanilla and profumum aroma tend to be very sweet, don't shy away from the sweetness of this one because it is not as sweet, guys. It is middle of the road. So if you don't really like really sweet fragrances, and that's the reason why you're like shying away from profumum aroma, check out Battito de Ali. It's a phenomenal scent. Number 5. Number 5, this is a fragrance that I personally adore, and it's another decan, and I'm looking forward to buy a bottle of this, but it is just unlucky with me. Every time I just buy like some other stuff and I totally forget about it, which is weird, but I'm definitely getting a bottle of this because I think it's just a masterpiece. I think it just smells phenomenal and just put amber in a very different aspect in my opinion. So it is not your usual like really heavy winter like sweet or like resinous amber. This is a fresh amber, and I never seen that before. And this is Ambra Nobile by Nobile 1942. This is a fresh amber, guys. It smells awesome. I think it just amazing with the citruses on top with the amber, and it just smells great. And it's got some sweetness with the tonka beans, and it lasts a long time. It projects really well, and it's a little bit heavy, but I have some friends, they tend to like it on the cooler months. But for me, I wear it like really in the high heat, and it just works really great on me for some reason. I really enjoy it on my skin on the high heat. I don't know, just got this uplifting mood, like personality into it, and it is just something I really enjoy. And it's kind of mature on the mature side, so it's kind of like got like an old school vibe into it. And I'm not really a big fan of old school fragrances, but I really don't mind that at all on it. And I just think it's just phenomenal because it just it smells great. So let's just move on to the next one, which is number 4, and that would be my sexy fresh scent. I tend to wear this in the really high heat as well, because even though it's a freshie, but a sexy freshie, and it doesn't have any citruses on it, which is weird and good and different in the same time. This one, it's really would soothe you and will cool you off in a really high heat, and it smells great. It lasts on me like 6+ hours, which is not bad for a summer, for a freshie. And this one would be Profumi del Forte Frescoamaro. Profumi del Forte, it is just phenomenal, guys. It is cucumber, melon, rose, gin, all this sexy stuff. I love cucumber, I love melon, I love rose, and I love gin, and they make it to be a perfect freshie summer scent. I usually wear this when it's like really hot, when I'm like going out like for a lunch date or something during the daytime with my wife or something, and I want to feel fresh and sexy, but sexy in the same time. That this is my usually get to go in this occasion. Profumi del Forte Frescoamaro. It's a phenomenal scent, guys. So the next one, number 3. Number 3, some people would tell me this is not a summer fragrance. In my opinion, I think any fruity fragrance can go well, can do well in summertime. And this is a fruit bomb, super strong. It is cloying strong, so you really need to adjust your sprays when you wear this one. It could it could be an easy clubbing scent, in my opinion, of how strong it is. So even though it is, I usually wear it in a nighttime. This is not a daytime thing, you know. But with a couple of sprays, and even though I am a heavy sprayer myself, but I just can't do a lot, especially in the summertime with this. But it's just a fruit bomb, and it smells great. And this one, it is Erba Pura by Sospiro. It just smells phenomenal, guys. It's just super sweet, but like sometimes this one is weird. Sometimes it just gets like super sweet, and you just give it a little bit, and then that sweetness just like really tame down, like, and it becomes like neutral, not as sweet, like kind of like battito de ali. Then it gets sweeter again, so it's just kind of like moving back and forth with the sweetness and the fruitiness of it. But it lasts forever. I would say 24+ hours on me, and it projects like crazy. This is one of the strongest like fragrances ever on me. It's like, it's almost like Interlude Man and a Black Afghano in a way. It's just super strong. Next one, this one is very new to me. I just got it like I got it yesterday, honestly, but I was waiting for it, and it was a blind buy, and but I knew that it would be on my top 10 summer fragrances, and I just fell in love with it, guys. I was like, dude, this just went to the top of the charts for my summer fragrances, and I just love it to death. Even that was like love at first sight, sniff. It's just phenomenal. And this one, it's Pulp by byredo. This one is to die for, guys. I'm like head over heels over this fragrance. It just smells phenomenal. At the first impressions I did yesterday, it smelled to me like ripe mandarin orange. But as a matter of fact, when I looked up the notes on it, it smells like fig, apple, blackcurrant. Probably I need to give it more wearing, so just to detect those notes. But like for me, when honestly, that's like I smelled mandarins for some reason. And I love mandarins, so this one is my number 2 summer fragrance, and it just smells phenomenal. Lasts for a long time and projects like crazy. And somebody told me yesterday on my video on it that it smells like bell pepper. Well, I didn't really get that yet, so I haven't really officially wear it, like give it a full wearing yet. But I don't mind if it smells like bell pepper. You know, I need my fiber, so and I wouldn't find any better way to get my fiber but getting it from pulp. So I don't mind if it smells like bell pepper. That's my number 2. And then my number 1, guys. My number 1. This is a fragrance that I love so much. I tend to wear it in special occasions. It's crazy. It just lasts on me forever, and it projects like crazy, and it's heavy. It is heavy, and some people, they use it like as a night out fragrance, and I can see that. And I wore it 2 years in a row for 4th of July, as a matter of fact, and it just did I don't know, for some reason, when I even though in the daytime, and usually go barbecuing at a park or somewhere at 4th of July, and that's what I did. And was projecting and lasting and cutting through the smokes from the barbecue, and it was just phenomenal, guys. I just love this one to death. I only got a decant from it. I got the one from Germany. I know that they sell it at Oswald right now, but I heard that it is not the same. I never really smelled the one from Oswald, but I got this one on a split from the Fragrance Bros when they had this major oud one split, and I got myself like a 20 ml just to try it out at first, and I just loved it. I just I just love this one, so I probably need to get myself a sample from the oud one from Oswald, and I see if it's the same or different. And if it's the same, I'm definitely getting myself a bottle of this. This is a definite bottle worthy for me, and I just love this one to death. And for some reason, it's just climbing up, being one of my favorite fragrances of all time, which is weird, because I tend to like darker fragrances, and this one, it's dark. It's got oud, and it's got a lot of fruits, like a fruity oud, and it's kind of like aventus for me. It's on the same line as aventus, because aventus, it's smoky fruity, and this one is oudy fruity, but the oud here smells like smoky, you know. So it's kind of on the same line as like aventus and eau de mortel. So even though they smell totally different, don't get me wrong, they're not similar, though they don't smell the same at all. Each one is totally different, but the overall vibe, or you know, it is similar. It's kind of like in the same genre, smoky, fruity. Aventus, oud one. Oud one, it's much better than Aventus in my opinion. Much sweeter, much darker, much stronger, and would last you longer. And the oud or the smokiness in it, it's just heavier, and it just smells phenomenal. And this is my number one summer fragrances, summer fragrance of 2014. I hope you guys enjoyed my first video of my top 10. I'm thinking about doing like a quick videos, like top 5 videos of like different occasions. So I'm just gonna do that like in a different series. And like my top 10, like I have like some idea. I have the fragrances already. I already started to work on it, but I just want to take your opinion of this idea. And if you have like any ideas, anything you need to know, like top 5 fragrances for something, just let me know down below, and I'm just gonna give you my thoughts and what I think would be best for this occasion from my point of view. And like I'm just gonna do like top 10 or top 5 clubbing fragrances, top 5 dating fragrances, top 5 beast modes, top 5 favorites of all time or top 10 favorites of all time, top 5 oud fragrances for me, top 5 rose, top 5 classiest fragrances, top 5 gourmands, top 5 female fragrances, like fragrances for females. And I have like those videos. I'm just gonna do it in like in a top 5 series, just as separate, like because I like to organize myself and do everything on series, you know. So I'm just gonna like do like this new series. So if you guys interested about any top 5 or any top 10 of anything, just let me know so I can work on it and see the best fragrances I would think would suit this occasion. So thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and talk to you guys soon. Peace.